Hey everyone, welcome to week 11, the final week of the quarter. Um, you only have two items to take care of this week. The first is the week 11 journal. So for this journal, it's kind of along the lines of a course evaluation, but it's just for me to read. um, so you'll see some of the questions that I'm asking you to think about is really how the course is designed, the material that's covered, how it's laid out, considering it's an online course. Um, I really want and appreciate your constructive feedback on the course, keeping in mind that, I don't have control over the amount of work that is supposed to be assigned for the quarter, but I do have control over what is being presented and how it's laid out, those sorts of things. So I keep in mind some things are out of my control, but for things that are within my control, I'm very much interested in knowing how you feel it worked and if things could be done differently and for whatever reason. I'm truly interested in your feedback. So please be honest but respectful. Keep in mind, I don't always have control over things. The other item for week 11 is, of course, the final exam essay. Hopefully, you have already completed the essay planning exercise from week 10's homework. If you haven't, I highly suggest doing that before you start the final exam essay. That essay planning exercise from the week 10 homework is your preparation work for the final exam. It's not mandatory, though, that you complete the essay planning exercise. It's an assignment. If you don't do it, you miss out on the points. And you can just kind of wing it when it comes to the final exam essay. But I highly suggest doing that essay planning exercise if you haven't yet. If you have, then you have already chosen the image that you want to work with, right? Remember, you had 5 options to choose from: family and phones from the week 2 discussion, moms demand action from the week 3 discussion, maiden form ad from the week 6 discussion, girls say yes from the week 8 discussion, and the AIDS prevention poster from the week 9 discussion. If you've already done the essay planning exercise, you have already chosen which of those 5 you want to work with, and you have already gone through the 6 steps to gather all of your ideas and information about the argument presented in your visual. Now it's time to take that information and create the essay. So remember, we talked about how to organize the essay. You can go through the image, through the different parts of the image, or you can organize the essay according to the elements of the argument. Don't feel like you have to use all the information that you came up with in the essay planning exercise. You need to choose what's most important in terms of showing us how the argument works, how the most important elements work together to form the argument. Remember, it is an essay. You need an introductory paragraph with a thesis statement. You need clear defined body paragraphs that are well developed, well supported, but also contain very strong transitional topic sentences. And then you need your concluding paragraph, and do your best to have as few spelling and grammar and mechanics errors as possible. You can kind of look at it as a standard 5-paragraph essay: introduction, 3 body paragraphs, conclusion. You can use more than 5 paragraphs, though. Don't feel like you have to be confined to just 5, but do your best. If you have any questions or any technical difficulties while you're in the middle of doing it, please contact me right away, so that I can help you right away. And I would, if I were you, I would contact me via text or phone call, at my personal cell phone number. if you're texting me through Brightspace or through ATA, I don't get that until I come back and log into the computer. But if you're going to text or call me at my personal cell phone number, I will get that right away, and I will get back to you and help you as soon as I possibly can, especially if it's a technical difficulty. But that's all you have for this final week, week 11 journal, and the final exam essay. Remember that everything has to be submitted by Thursday night at midnight of week 11. After midnight, the course closes. I am literally unable to accept anything submitted past midnight on that Thursday. If something comes up and that's going to be impossible for you to do, get in touch with me right away. Okay, I need to be aware of that. We need to figure out what our other options are at that point. But the due date for all work for this course, you have to have everything submitted Thursday night at midnight. Any questions or technical difficulties, let me know right away. Otherwise, this is our last video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the course as much as possible for it being an English class. But it's been thoroughly enjoyable for me. I think it's interesting to talk about argument and persuasion, and it's just a different take on what we experience and engage in every day of our lives. It's been fantastic seeing the work that you guys have put out, and I thank you for that. So, good luck on the final exam essay, and good luck to all of you in everything you do beyond this class.